Hello everyone. Let me bring this up. There we go. And resume. Okay. I am going to start a brand new playthrough for this streamathon so that I can kind of show you how I got to the point where I was in the first stream I did yesterday, which is, a millionaire kind of thing. And when you start, this is where you start. And there really isn't a whole lot of cues. Audio, let's turn, we can't turn it on, or I can't turn it just down some. Okay, never mind. Forgot about that. No, I don't want to go there. Alright. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lord Fish. Here we go. Enclosed is your uncle's will. Yeah, I don't read very well. It's April 1st. It'd be funny if this whole thing turned out to be an April 1st joke. Okay, get the pipe. Break the lock. Open the door. Read the note. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And there. Now I got my tool belt on. And I got a wrench. And a hammer. And a grinder. Okay. Let's go ahead and put kits in together.
Kit 10.
My daughter's dog is in my computer room barking at me.
Look out.
All right. What I want to do first of all is go to the library, get the skills we need, and then go get the good tools so that way we don't have to worry about these other tools. Love the music in this game. It's very upbeat. Cut to. All right. This is the library. This is where you can pick up the basic skills for good tools. And it helps you figure out what is what in the game. All right, and this is the book, life skills book. All right, and this is where you can get the skills to go to the best tools. So you go upstairs and you do this. Do, 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 do. Hi, Spy Mom. Hi, Ampy. Do, 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 do. There we go. And now our first note from Uncle Fish.
What's this? I know Uncle Fish.
All right. We gotta find Bro Dog, but we need better tools. When the boo. All right. Well, he's really slow. Tool shop. Oh, I don't have anything to fight off a wolf yet. Good. I think he's over at the bank. Hey, we made it. Should be able to get all this for $100. 1, 2, 3. All right. All right. Wonder if I could take out a wolf with a hammer. That's a thought. Okay. Hi, Teresa Carmack. Hi, Ludi. Thank you, Raiders, for coming over. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Wolf and Queen and Chaos. Awesome to have you guys over here. All right, so now we're going to put the car together, because the tools I have now will not wear out. The other tools were limited in their endurance. I always put the ignition in the cars in first, because if you put the steering wheel in, it covers where the ignition goes and it makes it harder to get to. See what I mean? Yeah, I know. Okay. Grinder. Get rid of the rust. Hammer. The endurance of it can be up to 100. Now it is. You got to move your cursor off of it to see the change. And up. Now, there's the dashboard we can put in a minute. But first, and yeah, we can put any part in the recycling bins to get some cash for them. And eventually you'll get to that point. Ah, come back here. The axles, the transmission, and the engine can all have rust on them. And it decreases the value of the overall car. Oh, it's a Cocker Spaniel. He's butterscotch colored. He's about a year and a half old. So yeah, he's a handful. I had one once. He was black, and he was so big I called him Bear, because his paws were literally as big as my fists. This one is not much smaller. And the front axle. And transmission. Alright, this is basically what you need to put in the car to make it run. You have to have ignition. You have to have a steering wheel. They have front and rear axles, transmission, and an engine. And of course, wheels on the axles. You don't have to have all of the rest of it. It makes it easier, but you don't have to have it. And be very mindful about these tires when you're putting them on. You want to hear that dink and see that it says installed. It's one of the only big issues there is. And I have found that aiming at the tires from underneath the car seems to resolve that issue. And some tires you can't even put on unless you're looking at it from the inside.
Gift received.
Oh my goodness, he's back already and got a gift for me. What is that? Looks like a transmission to a truck. All right, and the hoarding begins. Let's see. Sports car, SUV, truck. Give me my wrench back. Okay. Let me get... You don't have to have a dashboard, but you can't tell how much gas you've got in your car if you don't have one. And there are no real speed limits per se in this game. And dashboard. You notice the light, the gauges on the dashboard lit up. It's pretty cool. Hi Casper, how you going? Thank you for coming in. All right. These little gray chests over here, they are all kind of all over the map, in buildings and so forth, and you can open them and find things in them. And that is vodka. I don't recommend drinking it. These hoses are one of the things you can do to take a shower and clean yourself up. That is a sedan steering wheel. I'm going to take that and put it in the sedan pile. Now I have a map of Fishton. I've attached it to their Discord, and it shows where things spawn. This right here is one of the 2 areas where car bodies spawn. You can have up to 2 or even 3 cars here. I have on a rare occasion seen 3. And now that one, I could literally sit here and sell this right now for $1,100, which would be good to get things started off. So that's what we're going to do. Now I have the money to pay somebody when I break his fence. He'll get there. Hold on one second, people. Sorry, folks. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Dee. Okay, let me get back on this. I had to run my daughter's dog out of the room. He was trying to get into some of my stuff. And there's an Easter egg. These are part of the Easter event. You're going to get parts for an egg car. You can also get little ducks, carrots, just different things. But the car is what everybody's ultimate goal is for. Okay. Now I've got the car ready. And I want you to look at these bars on the lower left-hand side here. The hunger, the hydration, that green one is sleep. So what we need to do is get that back up to full. You don't ever want to let it get down to 0, because then you have to sleep twice. Thanks, Dee. I appreciate it. Okay. Now, we can use, there's no sink in here. Oh well. We can use the hose. Shower. All right. And the very bottom one is your bladder meter. So yeah, that's a thing. All right. Now, this is a piece of scrap. Any of these little cylinders you see, press F to pick them up, take them to a recycling bin, and drop them in, you get 21 bucks. And if you can't get it up there, use the mouse wheel to move things in and out from you. Okay? Drop it in, and you get the money. And I'm gonna get this out of the way so I don't run over it. Trying to run those things over, not good. Don't even try.
Look out.
And with Kitten, you send her off with an X. You hit E Commander and X, and she runs off to a parts store and steals parts for you. Sometimes she brings snacks. Okay. Oh no. Alright. This is the first parts spawn point, right behind where you start. There's also two over in the back corners of the lot. Now the second place where cars can spawn is right over here. Right in there. You can get cars to spawn. Now, alright, this is the next three areas where there are things that will spawn. Okay, this is one spot, that's one spot, and that's another spot. This corner back here is where the wolves spawn mostly. Now, this is a hatchback seat, but you can put it in a coupe. Now, it will increase the value of the car, but it won't increase it as much as if you had a coupe seat in there. But it's better than having no seat. And here's a coupe door. All right. There. And you see how it doesn't quite fit right there? That's because it's damaged. So get out your grinder. And then your hammer. And it's at 5.9% out of 10. Now it's a 10 and it fits perfectly. Alright, now we're going to go and put the hood. We got a sedan hood. It's not going to fit perfectly, but it's better than having no hood. Ta-da! And there. This is a hatchback trunk. I'm not going to look where the flip on this. In fact, you're not even going to be able to see it really. But it adds value. There. You notice how you didn't hear the sound the first time? That's because it didn't attach. Okay. See how it doesn't show there that I'm hitting it. It shows coupe. Some parts are very, very particular of where you hit them. There. Now it's up again. Okay. And the hood. All right. Now I'm going to turn these parts in because there's a recycling bin back here. Just trying to look and avoid wolves. Ah, come on, F. Okay, my keyboard's not where it usually is. All right. And in here is another gray one. Oh, potato chips. Yeah, we like potato chips. And right here is a rusty pipe. We've used those before to break open doors, so we can do them here too. Now, things will generally spawn in those areas, and there are a lot of different places where you can open up. All right, on to the next area where there are parts. And there's the hospital. You'll see that a lot. All right, park the car. Now, I pull into this little area here, and there are parts back here. That's another coupe door, but I don't need a driver's door. Here is a wheel. It's a sedan wheel, but you can use it on any car. And there's a hatchback transmission. And there's another wheel, and a sedan transmission, and a coupe steering wheel. This is a door you can break down, but you need a crowbar. This one you also need a crowbar for. I'm not sure where the nearest recycling bin is to here. Inside here, there's nothing in this room or this room, but there is something behind this door. There's also something behind this door, but you need a battering ram for that door. Now these, get out your grinder. There we go. And what else do we have out here? We have another sedan wheel and a trailer hitch. All right, now only certain vehicles come standard with a trailer hitch. The van, the sedan, the truck, and the SUV. And some other cars that are on the other side. You can put it on any car, and it will add value. Let me do this. We'll drop it off. Okay, just as it is, it's $2,924. Gonna add that. Now it's 3,001. So yeah, it's about $100, which is, you know, $100. Another egg. What do we got? A seat. And it's a driver's seat. And since we value the driver's seat more than the hatchback driver's seat, we're going to take it off. But I want you to look at this real close. It says use wrench to detach coupe driver door. You cannot hit the part through another part. Slide back here. Now it says detach hatchback driver's seat because I'm looking in through the window. You can also look in through the windscreen too. And we put that seat in. See if I can reach it. I can get it from the other side.
Here you go.
There, attach. Now we got an egg sheet, which we're going to need eventually. And what did Kitten bring us? Where is he? Oh, look. It is a truck grill. And yeah, we can put that on here too. It does look okay. So we'll do that. Okay, next area. All right, we're going. So try not to run over a kitten. Into the woods. Oh, it's a wolf. I can kill him with my car. That's right. Don't ask too many questions about what I do with the wolf meat. Just enjoy the hot dogs at the arcade. All right, let's see what we've got here. That is a coupe seat. And I know that because it's black and gray. Wrench. Yeah, coupe is a 4-seat. That is a passenger door. And it's not going to look very pretty, but it gives us another part. Wrench, grinder. With the lower grade grinders, you're going to find it's going to take several hits to get all the rust off. But with the best grinder, 1 or 2 will do it. And the same thing with the hammer and all that. Oh, no worries. No worries, Lord Fish. Okay. That's another one of the black doors, so that's a crowbar. Over here is another black door, that's a crowbar. Over here is a white door, and that's going to be a battering ram. We'll get to those once we go a little further in the storyline. Right now, we're opening eggs and seeing if we have a part we can put in our car. That's another driver's seat. So we just drop it off the roof. There we go. Okay. Now these trees right here come into the storyline too. Once you get going a little further, you can cut them down and turn them in, and then for money. It's not bad money either. But it's only ones that's got the balloon style leaves on them. And there is a reason why you want a trailer hitch on your car. Because you tow trailers and you can carry things in the trailers. The way it is right now, you can't really carry a whole lot in the cars unless you're like Shuggy and he just kind of shoves things in places where it'll wedge in. I used to do that too. But it's just, when you go around a corner, you're going to start slinging parts everywhere. Okay, wheel. Sedan hood, wheel, and there's a steering wheel right there. See? It's the hatchback. Hatchback, another wheel. Okay. I know I saw a egg over here. Ta-da! Oh, it's a paint. Works. Paint cans don't wear out anymore, so you can just put them down and use them as much as you want. I'm trying to get it to land. Okay. There. This is going to be the arcade. This is going to be one of your most joyful and most unpleasant businesses in the entire game. He dropped a rear end. That's a coupe rear end, but we already have a coupe rear end. All right, on to the next parts location. Over here is the park. And that's Scavenger Joe. He sells you sports car parts. There's the bunny rabbit and the hot dog stand. And the tower. Do, 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 do. All right, and there's another egg. Okay. A transmission. Okay, I just basically put the stuff out by the side of the road so that I can come back and get it at any time. There is a recycling bin somewhere nearby. I know there is.
Oh, hello, stranger.
Hello. Nice to see you. There it is. Do, 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 do. All right, what do we got back here? We got a bumper for hatchback. A sedan engine. No, a coupe engine. Oh, they're on top of each other. Look at this. Sedan engine. Coupe engine. And coupe engines are like the higher priority of objects in the game. If you try to run over the pipes, you can't step over them. You just push them around. So yeah, they can be a pain. There we go. Hi, kitten.
Look out.
Look out. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Meow, 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 meow.
What did she leave over here? Oh, it was a dash. Okay. Okay. That is a driver's seat and a sedan trunk. We don't really need that. Here's the other side over here. That is a driver's door, driver's seat, coupe engine. When you pick these things up, you'll get the chance to see if there's anything under them. That's why I'm doing it. Because sometimes there'll be a small ignition underneath something and you won't see it unless you move everything. Now there is another thing up here we'll go ahead and do. That'll give us $100. First we're going to take out, oh look, more vodka. Oh, it's dark. L for light. One of the things you can do to make quick cash is go talk to Andy, Cool Andy.
Looking for work?
And he wants you to bring 5 of the white trash bags and put them in this bin behind him. He'll give you $100. So, okay, we'll try it. There's usually some sitting out here. I haven't been playing long enough for them to spawn in yet. There's one here. F to pick it up. Bring it around and drop it in. Now I'm using the mouse wheel every time to stretch all these things out to maximum distance from me. Makes it a little easier to drop them in there. And there's another one. And this door needs a rusty pipe to break down. And that place where I picked up the second rusty pipe, that's a spawn point for the rusty pipes. You will end up getting all the rusty pipes you want and then some. And there's a wolf over there. Come on, up, over, and drop. Hey, it worked. I don't have anything right now to. I've never tried to use a hammer on him, but I do have my car. And we have lights on the car too. Hey, look at the lights. They weird. What happened to the lights? Weird. Roadkill. Like I say, don't question where the meat comes from for the hot dogs. Lord Fisher, you seeing these headlights? Really? It blew a bulb? Interesting. Wow. Let's try this. The old technical fallback. Turn it off
Gift received.
and turn it back on. That right there will solve a lot. Nope, didn't solve it. See what I got? Truck headlight mesh is a problem? Okay. That's kind of what I thought. I don't plan on using a whole lot of truck headlights on any coupes, so you don't have to worry about it too much. And what we're supposed to be doing is coming back here to Lord Fish's manor, our uncle, and finding Brodog.
Please help me.
Sure, buddy. Okay, and he fixed him. He's missing his owner. We need to find what happened out to him, and he said talk to Austin. So we'll go talk to Austin. Oh, if you got something in your hand, you can't get in the car. So make sure you put your tools away before you try to climb in. There we go. And Austin has got a decal shop that he's trying to open up just down here. Brakes are a little spongy there. Dude, where's my uncle? Okay, you're all in here. Look, go to here, go break the fence. Talk to Tyler. Yeah, I know. He says my uncle's not really dead. And here's one thing that we really don't have. We need a spot on our belt for a weapon. Just one weapon, any weapon. So that way we can take it, put it somewhere, and drive over there. Trying to look at chat and play at the same time is difficult for me. Oh, not that way. I want this way. Use the pipe. Use the force, Luke. See, he's got weapons in here. I don't know why we can't get one of these. I could take out all kind of wolves with one of those. He's mad because I broke his fence. I figured you might have put something extra in the game. Trollfish Gaming. Okay, I'll pay him back since I have the money. Okay, you must really want to know where your uncle is. Yada yada. Okay. Take this, you'll need it to get in to his place. Now we have a key to Lord Fish's mansion area. Do 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 do. There's Bro Dog. Right there. Ta-da! Now, this one catches a lot of people. It says use a good hammer to remove the nails. You cannot use a bad hammer, a rusty hammer, or a regular hammer. It's got to be a good one. Press C and it goes away. And this is his message here. If you are reading this, you must know Tyler got my key and I'm out in the woods. Find all the parts for my car. Now, he says that later. Okay. These are light switches. They're helpful. A picture of Bro Dog. You need a furniture mover. Who could possibly have wanted a furniture mover for a picture? But no, that's all right. I know where we can get one. Oh, there's Kitten. Hi, Kitten. Come back here. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to get my car. Let me check the... Nope, no trash. We still have to get a couple more things of trash. And while I'm over here, we'll go talk to this guy. He's the lumberjack and he's okay.
Welcome to the mill.
And I can buy an axe from him. And that goes in spot 5. Yeah, I know, you didn't know there was a spot 5. That's okay. I didn't either when I first started playing. Alright, in the car. Start the car. We're going to get a furniture mover. And take a shortcut through the park. There's another egg. The church. Ooh, she's getting a little loose in the corners, Chief. All right, let's go ahead and get a... I won't really have to get a furniture mover. You'll find them eventually in the game in other places. Furniture mover. And just so I can point out a few things, I have a recycling bin you can buy and put it anywhere you want in your properties. You have to own the property to put furniture in it. But this is the same as any other recycling bin. A ladder to get up on the roof. A car jack, which can be useful. A toolbox, putting it in the car. And the tool belt, if you ever have to replace it. Now, the furniture mover goes in slot 4. All right. Now the barricades are gone. And nobody else comes back here. That's the map. All right. Furniture mover, left click. Now we got a picture. We can hang it somewhere. All right. I'm gonna leave the car here. I need a battering ram and a crowbar and a pipe to open up the rest of the areas in there. All right, we'll do that one first. Ooh, look at that. Free furniture. You can take stuff out of the back of people's trucks. They're just going to drop it off at the dump anyway, so you're actually doing us a favor. Battering ram. Boom. Ooh, look. It's an SUV engine. Okay. Greetings, nephew. I don't know why they didn't put in here a generic term, because it might be a niece. You never know. Okay. They tore apart his car and they put his car in different places, and there might be some parts of the car in the area, in the yard. So find the parts, put them on the table so he can rebuild his car. Right. Okay. There are 4 spawn points for his car parts. One is right here. Come on. There it goes. And then one is going this way. In here. Okay. And one is behind the house. And again, you can pick something up that's big and look under it and see if there's something else under it, because there might be. All right. And one is on the roof. It's ignition. Got to be careful coming down, or you get ouchers. And your little heart line there goes down a little bit. But there's a place in the hospital you can heal. Well, we'll go ahead and put this out here anyway. One of the things about these parts, especially this, is if you pick it up like this, you can guide it through doorways easily. If you pick it up from, like, say, the side or the back or something else, it's going to get jammed up on something and it's going to potentially cause an issue. Something along the lines of a sprite collision, object collisions. Should be avoided if possible. Hey, Victus, glad you made it, buddy. All right. Now, I'll park my car here. So I have 2 more lock picks, for lack of a better term. The crowbar. Let's use the pipe first. Do, 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 do. Okay. That's a pipe. That's a crowbar. And to remember. A carrot. I got a carrot. I got a carrot. I got a carrot. Carrots is important. Doop, 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 doop. And come on, give me that. Now, this game is not just about making cars and stuff like that. You can buy houses, fix them up, repaint them, add a bunch of furniture to them, and they'll be worth a lot more. Oh, and here's one of the little fake deaths to make them feel bad. Plan A. See, I told you it wasn't dead. It was an April Fool's joke, I swear. Alright, there's a hammer. It's a basic hammer, which is alright, but I got a good hammer, so I'm going to stay with it. And in here, stuff will spawn periodically. Now, we are at the stage in the storyline where we are trying to get the parts for his sports car. Press J to open up the journal, and it'll show you what parts you still need and what parts you've turned in. The car body is the last one, and you won't find it there, but you'll be able to get it through racing. Those blank pages are for the future. Oh, look, he got me a tire. Isn't that sweet of him? Think you kidding? All right, now I'm gonna go and see if I can get some more trash bags to finish Andy's request. Do, 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 do. I know there were some over here, and now that I have an axe, I can take care of wolves. Nope. 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 Nope, nope, nope. But that's a coupe trunk. So that will replace the hatchback trunk. All right, detach hatchback trunk. Attach coupe trunk. Grinder. Hammer. Now the car is up that much more in value. Let me get this part out from under it. Okay, let's see what else we've got over here. That is a coupe driver's door. Let's put it down. Okay, I can just get the corner of that seat. Remove it. You see the progress bar is red for removing and green for putting in. That was one of their newer changes they did not long ago. That was pretty cool. Alright, I just put that over here. Alright, I think there's an egg on the other side of the building here. There's one that spawns in here, one in here, one here, and one over there. Another transmission. And I usually just pile things up until I get a trailer. And once I get a trailer, I will, just pick everything up and put it in a trailer and haul it back and process it. Okay. We're almost. You know, I don't. It's been so long since I had bought a trailer. Okay, we're gonna go get the wolf. Ha ha! You are no match for me, young Skywalker. This is the hospital. If you ever get killed, you'll wake up here. You go by her and you have to pay her $5. If you want to fix yourself, you can come in here and press E, and it's $1. Yeah, I know, it's a micro economy. Kid 10, what are you doing? Go.
Look out.
Flee, run, be free.
Meow, 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 meow.
He probably takes exception to the whole flee comment, but he's a cat. No sense of humor. All right, we're going to go over to the firehouse. I love how they've got the donut shop strategically placed between the cop shop and the hose dragger shop. Hi, Shield Maiden. Glad you're here. Ah. Well, there's an egg behind the cop shop. More paint. Repainting the cars once you've got them all rust taken off them and parts fixed is a good thing. Pick up disguise. Bring sports car parts to the platform. Let's see. E to inspect the disguise. It's a plushy disguise. I got a mustache too. That's cool. There really isn't anything you can do with it. I mean, you can put it down somewhere, but I think it used to be part of one of the storylines, but it's not part of the storyline anymore. So, Lordfish can answer that, maybe, or Queenfish. Okay. And there's something I learned in this game just today. If you look at your speedometer, down at the bottom is an odometer. And I never even knew it was there. I didn't. So I went back into all my vehicles that I had, and I found the one with the highest mileage on it. And I'm here to tell Lordfish, my highest mileage is 150 miles in the car. And I've got a couple that are just under 100. So I've got easily over 300 miles in here so far. That's pretty cool. Okay, now let's see if we have. That's a sedan door. That's a van door. I know them by sight, so. Transmission, there's another whoopee. 5. I might sneak up on you. Sneaky, sneaky. Ha ha. Now I have you. Ha ha ha. Okay. Oh, more spray paint. Oh, there's some bags. There's a hose back here. There are some of these around town too you can sleep on. I don't know why you would want to, but hey, you can. Ooh, it's a beer bottle. Oops. Drop that. Wolf out. Woof, woof, woof. Woof. Ha ha ha. Wait till I get my chainsaw. Yes. There's another wolf. Woof, woof, woof. Ooh, he took a bite out of me. All right. Here's a few more bucks saved up. Oop, ran right by it. I'm stuck in the woods. Okay. There we go. A beer and a good wrench. You'll get them spawning in these areas here pretty regularly. All right, we've got several bags of trash. We're gonna try to stick them in the back seat of the car and carry him over to Andy and get his quest taken care of once at least. Come on. Okay. See, doesn't work too well. Get back in there. There. We can probably do two. I was thinking about doing another door too, since there's another lead pipe, rusty pipe. Ooh, a candy bar. Okay. Now, let's see if we can make it back to Andy's without throwing trash everywhere. We're not going to be able to. Oh! What the hell? Lord Fish, it's a sinkhole. No, I do not know how to play music clips. Sorry. Yeah, you have to. Oh my goodness. My car is dead. Yeah, well. Okay. We're just not going to do the trash for now. Until we get a trailer. A trailer. Yeah, a trailer. Ooh, that looks like it might be a hood for our coop.
And it is. It is. That earth creature has stolen my hood.
Come back here. Or let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to stay above it. Thank you very much. I want to go underneath the road. Attach the hood. Thank you, thank you. Now it's all fixed up, and it's no one in the worse for wear for hitting a wolf or two. All right. Now all we really need is another seat and a door, and we have a coop that is completely flushed out. There are some eggs that spawn back here in the woods. There's one right there. There's two right there. Another transmission. And this is our lot. And it's not like, you know, Lot's wife or anything. Ooh, an ignition. Muchas gracias. Smaller parts are harder to find, just because they're smaller. This is Scavenger Joe. He will sell you parts for the sports car if you get the quest so far and just cannot get that last part. They ain't not cheap, but you can get the parts all right here. Okay? And if you missed out on one of the previous events, you can buy stuff here. Christmas tree, a fishy shelf, another fishy shelf, another fishy shelf. So there's a theme going on here. Sorry, I had to do some hydration. Reindeer, tiny snowman, fancy shelf, big snowman, Christmas tree, tiny Christmas tree, wreath, string of lights, a Santa decoration, a tiny Santa, and a candy cane. And that's the last of the Christmas stuff. No, I'm sorry, I was wrong. More Christmas stuff. Lord Fish plushie, a teddy bear, a Fishman's houseplant, and a tiny sleigh. Somewhere in there is going to be some tiny reindeers too. Santa hat, a witch hat, and a pumpkin hat. These are hats for Kitten. You got a disco stand, that gold and silver paint, a hat for fish, Kitten. Blah, I'll get it right in a minute. A fish hat, a fish, and candy bars.
Get greasy.
A fishing tank and a small tank. I think the only difference is the small tank holds, I think, one fish, and the other tank holds two. Fish food, a slushy machine, arcade machines, chip displays, vodka displays. These are going to be very important in your future. Then there's the Halloween event and the beginning of the Easter event. Doot, doot, doot. Okay. Where did Kitten go and what did he bring me? Oh, he did that. Okay. Kitten, come here. There you are. Top of the morning, governor. He is all set for cruising now. Look out, all them chicky cats. It's because Kit 10 is a stray cat. Get in the car. Start the ignition. Ooh, I think I see a regular headlight set for the coupe. Always turn your car off if you're going to work on it. Nah, it's fan headlights. Damn. Okay, no biggie. Any parts on your property will stay on your property when you save your game. Anything you leave outside in the world will disappear, and you'll have to let it respawn later. And yes, you have a sprint key. It is, I think, the shift key. Yeah, shift. Is there another vehicle back here? There is. It's a hatchback. And there's an engine under here. Wow, I've never had one come with an engine before. How about that? We're going to, oh, we took it off already, didn't we? Okay, what do we got here? A van transmission, a hatchback door. We can put the door on. All right. Hi, Kid 10. You got me in prison already? No? Okay.
Look out.
Okay.
Meow, 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 meow.
Let's go check and see what the price of a trailer is. I don't remember. It's like 900 or something. I don't know. I can't remember. It is over by the Yum Park. Yum Cola Park. It's Granny's store. If you don't know Granny, you don't know nobody. This is Granny Gamers. She's one of our bestest friends, and she streams too. And I haven't told anybody, but I'm as old as she is. Okay, $900. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. Yeah. I don't recommend this for everybody because not everybody can drive these things like this. Okay. Brakes attached. Oh yeah. Ooh, we got a car now. Okay. Oh, look at that. There's another egg. Now we can pick things up and carry them anywhere we want. That's another sheet. Let me get that. Put it in there. And we're going to go into there and get all the parts and pieces and sell everything. Okay. Picking up the pots and putting them in the trailer. Yeah, I have a coop put already, but there'll be more coops in the future. There's more than one coop in the house. Okay. The primary focus of the game is obviously building cars and selling them. However, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can cut down those trees and take the logs to the lumber mill and they'll pay you for them. You can grow crops. You can process the said crops into soup, can it, and sell it. You can can the wolf meat and sell it. Just don't tell them where you got it. And don't tell them I told you. Ho there, hiya. Another one of our neighbors. He doesn't really murder us. Hey.
Why, are you new in town?
No, I've been here all my life. Okay. And after I run this load, I'm going to show you a bunch of different places that you can liberate
Here
things
you
from.
go.
Oh, look, thank you. Another truck transmission. I don't know how he carries this stuff out of there, but he gets it. And I'm not gonna question it. A sedan. The chrome one we got is a van. Okay. What time is it? Oh, look. We're halfway into our stream. Oh, see? I moved all those parts and there's a hatchback ignition in there. That happens. Now, just like a normal cat. He runs right under your feet when you come up to him. Do, 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 do. Okay. Now, one of the other things you're going to see is you're going to see doors. You can break them down, and you'll get access to spawn points for better vehicle stuff. The white ones are battering rams, the black ones are crowbars, and the brown ones are rusty pipes. And you get all that stuff either from locations you see on the map or from Tyler's shop. And now we can actually pick up trash bags and carry them over to Andy and finish that one. Okay. Do, 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 do. I only need 3. Got 1. Now you got to kind of be careful about putting a whole lot of parts in this trailer because they will start sliding around and interacting with each other. It usually ends up in a bad situation you don't like. You don't want to be there. You can get your driver's license and you can work at the pizza place delivering pizzas. You can also work at the donut shop or any of the other little shops that are around. You can buy businesses and run them. Fishtail. That's funny. Fishtail. They must have put it in there on purpose. Oh yeah, I was going over here to Andy to pay him. Get paid by him. Okay. All right. You lot better get out of here. It missed. That's all right. I got the rebound. Off the net backboard. No, I don't want the door. I want that. Thank you very much. $100. You can buy car bodies here, hatchback and a sedan. Currently, they say change as you buy them or as you open up new saves. All right, we'll put that back in there so it doesn't give us any problems. I want that tire. It was a present from Kitten. I want one tire. Okay. Start the engine. Oh, open the door. Yeah, he thought I was going to run into him, didn't he? All right, let's go see if there's any more sports car parts out now that I can turn in. Now you can also do his trash quest as many times as you want. You can literally sit there and collect up a whole bunch of trash in the trailer, bring it to him, and then say, I want to do the quest. And then turn them all in at once, 5 at a time. Every time you want to activate the quest, you got to ask him again. So, all right. When I'm loading engines in these trailers, they all stick out the back. I grab it by the front, by the side here. I wheel my mouse out all the way, go over it, drop it down inside, gently push it to the front and hit F. And that is the best way I've found to securely put engines in that trailer without, causing a kinetic energy overreaction. Because it will. And it'll throw pieces everywhere. Alright, here's the trunk lid. Alright, I know, I'm missing almost everything in chat. That's why I'm a terrible streamer. But I try to play entertaining games and informative games. So, Hi, Coco. Hi, Granny. I was touting on you earlier. Steering wheel. Oh, look, it's got stuff in here now. Hi, kitten. And we have already done the ignition. As you can see here. But if you take it in there and try to drop it onto that table, it won't do anything. So that means, oh yeah, I've already done it. And you're going to end up having chances to build your own sports cars. So just save all the parts. Ooh, an engine. I need one of those for my coupe. Yes, I can put a sports car engine in my coupe and make it go mucho fast. There's a hood. Oh, and there's a rear end I can put in my coupe. I usually build a fast coupe with all the parts. All right, I've already got the rear end, rear axle, and the trunk. So I can take these with me and use them on whatever I want. There are four different cars, a truck, a van, and an SUV in the base game before you progress in the storyline. There's a hatchback, there's a coupe, there's a sedan, and there's a sports car. Then there's the truck, the van, and the SUV. And all of the parts are fairly interchangeable as far as the computer goes. They may not look real good. They look downright, ugly. But you can put the parts on there, just like I've got that hatchback door on my car here. Doesn't fit, but it works. And I'm almost certain that the weight of said parts matters for the racetrack. There's a seat and another hood and another spoiler and another seat. This one I'll take down. No ouchers. Okay, that is a passenger seat. And that is a passenger seat. I know I got a hood in there already. But did I also get the spoiler hood? Spoiler. No, I did not. Okay. We do now. All right, we're getting there. We're in tall cotton now. There we go. Is that another ignition switch I can use on something? I thought I pressed F to drop it. I guess I didn't. We'll go ahead and take this with us for ours. All right. That's a truck steering wheel. Like another carrot. And another trash bag. And a Coke. That'll work. Ooh, another spoiler. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the house. Get all this stuff sorted out. And then we're going to see about getting a bunch of tools from Tyler and open up a bunch of different buildings where we can start getting things spawned in from all over the area. I'm not going to worry about picking that up yet. You got to be careful when you're driving like this. Ta-da! And Shuggy has a very special way of emptying his trailer. But I don't like it, so I'm not going to do it. It has a tendency to throw parts everywhere, and I don't want to chase them all down. Okay, we got in here is empty. Oh, look. It's a birthday cake. Truck and sedan. Give him a little more room there. We need to eat and drink. All right. Let's go put Brodog's picture up in here. I can never tell which way is up in this thing. Come on. There we go. I don't get it. Now it's outside. Or on the roof. There it is. All right. There. As it works. Okay. And I have a chair. These are all little things you can use to increase the value of the houses you buy. Right now we're just renting this place. And let's see, we need a stove. But we don't need it right now. All right, let's go ahead and start unloading. That is an SUV engine. Oops. It's not what I really wanted to do with it. Okay. Okay. There. This is a SUV transmission. That's a hatchback dash. That's a hatchback headlights. That is a sedan trailer hitch. That is a van front grille. That's a van transmission. Okay. So we have the egg car, the sports car, and the coupe left. That is a hatchback ignition. That is a truck transmission. That is a van passenger door. That is a hatchback passenger door. So you can easily just be busy with this thing for days. Sorting parts, putting cars together, selling them, painting them, making up just different parts in different cars. Yeah, it could, literally keep you busy for days and days and days. Just this. And there's more. So much more to do in here. So when you get to the point of going into the other side of the map, and I'll show you this. This is the map of Fishton. The racetrack is down here. We're right here. You have all these buildings. Lord Fish's Manor is here. You can own this gas station. You can own this arcade. You can own that garage. No, it's this arcade. No, that's it. Yeah. Bar, arcade. That's the parts store right there. Garage. Where you... that's it right there. It doesn't have a pin on it. Okay. Anyway. That's the place where you can get for making cars go. Back here is the forest entrance that takes you to New Fishton. That's a whole nother map altogether. And these little chunks of metal are worth 21 bucks a piece. That is the single best source of currency that there is. Put that over here. And tires are universal. It doesn't matter what the tire is. It will fit any car, and it will turn into that car's tire. So you have an SUV tire, and it looks like it's all knobby and it's got 100% on it and all that. It doesn't matter. It will fit anything. This is a sedan differential. See, I put them in piles for each type of car. That way I can easily get to each one. And I'm not always going to put the right part on the right car. I like the truck, but the truck comes with a square bumper, and I like the hatchback bumper to go on the truck because it makes it look like an older truck, like something from the 70s or the 60s. And the headlights that come on the thing are the square grille and all that, and I can put a hatchback or SUV grille on it, and it makes it look older too because it has a round headlights. Yes, I always put that hat on Kitten when it's not a holiday. It's a sedan. Sports car. But when it's holiday, I always have him dress up in his festive stuff. We had missed a chance to do a St. Patrick's Day hat for him this year. We'll have to do that next year. That is a coupe axle. That is a sports car front or rear axle. That is a sports car hood. And you can get kind of creative with some of this stuff. Let me try this real quick. Didn't work too well. Let me try it again. Trying to get it to lean up against the fence. There. Not perfect, but it is leaning. There. You can control the parts to a certain degree. They have gravity, okay? If you put something against the wall and slide it down, it's likely going to flip over. And if not, now you got it on its end and you can flip it over yourself. Most of the hoods and trunks will not give you a hitbox on the inside of them, but they will on the outside. Doors are the same way. Some chairs are like that. But it's easy to figure out how you need to do it differently. But just, don't give up. Don't get frustrated. Just find a different way to do it. It's really a great game. And it's got so much in it already. And they can put so much more into it. I mean, just to think that 2 people made this game. You guys are unbelievably talented. And that's one of the reasons that we love you guys so much, and that this community has grown to the thing it is now. It's massive. There's 40 streamers, and we do these streamathons every time we get a chance to, and it's just amazing. Ampy is making it all work. and she's doing the real work. We're just doing the leg work, really. All we have to do is just be ourselves and show up. I have no problem with that. I can be myself, and I can show up. I make a lot of jokes, but you gotta understand, I'm very old, disabled veteran. I just found out that I'm autistic, which kind of surprised the crap out of me. Just when I was going through school, they didn't test for things like that. They didn't even know that things like that existed. So, okay, that's a coupe steering wheel. So I've gotten to the point where I just don't really care. If you think I'm silly, then I'm being good. I'm trying to be silly. One thing I don't try to be is difficult. That's a natural talent. I don't have to work at it. Sports car.
Ha ha.
And a sports car.
Received.
Ooh, kitten. What'd you bring me this time? Oh, it's another tire. And it stayed up. A sedan trailer hitch. All right. And we have $200. I got another chunk of this somewhere. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. There. So, thank you very much. I give you the money I need for some tools to break into some buildings. Or, I mean, enter. Yeah. Alternate access. Yeah, yeah. A little access, that's all. And since I'm here, I'm going to take off the door that doesn't belong there. And once you do, try to step back a little bit and grab it and slide it away from the vehicle so it doesn't actually automatically try to reconnect. Because that's a pain in the butt. Alright, we should sleep. Okay. Let me turn the lights on in here. Scare the wolves away. You don't ever want your green bar to go all the way down to nothing, because it's a pain. You have to sleep twice in a row to get it back. Let's go. Hose off. Ah, refreshing. Okay. All right, kitten. Go find something else.
Look out. Meow, 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 meow.
All right. Now. Ooh, what are you doing? You're running into my trailer. Road hog. Nah, no. If I'd have hit him with the trailer before the truck, like before the car hit him, he would have just kind of wiped things out. I see a whoopee. That's right. There. All right, let's see if we have any parts we can use. I'm not really looking for all parts right now. All I really need is a door and a seat. Driver's seat, back driver's seat. Hatchback. Alright, no these. Eventually I'll run around this place and I will pick up everything. And anything I don't put on a vehicle, I will scrap. Oops. I hit that. I do that so often. I accidentally hit E and disconnect my trailer. I do that. I do that. I see no whoopies. Alright, are there? Nope. No more rusty pipe shit. Which that's fine. They show up eventually. And this, right where these two bushes are, is the entrance to the forest. Little Riding Hood lives in there. Alright, we need to go over to the hospital and heal up since the wolf took a bite out of us. Ding ding. Our wolf scope is clear. No wolfies. Oops. It bounced off of us. And there. That's good enough. Dun, dun, dun. We'll pick up egg cart parts since they're only going to be here for a little while. Dun, 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 dun. You'll find out what parts are worth picking up every time you see them and what parts don't necessarily, because you'll get them, you know, again and again and again and again. Tires, always pick up tires. Trailer hitches, always pick up trailer hitches. Scrap, free $21. Hey, are you new in town? Hold it. Maple syrup corn cob. Order. Let's go empty up, open the egg. Ooh, it's a rear end. Okay, one of the other things I like doing in this game is farming. Not, you know, heavy duty industrial farming. This is the farmer's market. You can buy food planters. Each of these will grow one pack of seeds. And they're $2 a piece now. Inflation. You can buy tomato seeds, you can buy carrot seeds, planters, potted plants. You can also buy a canner and a counter canter, which we don't really need right this minute. We will eventually. There we go. We're going to go put these. Yeah, I know I'm squirreling big time. But that's what I do. We're going to take and plant our carrots so we can start bribing Robo Rabbit to give us stuff. I could go to Big Dave's and just buy some while I'm waiting for these to grow, and I probably will. Okay. All of these parts. I mean, that's right there, $100 just sitting on the ground, so. Okay. The white and gray seats belong in the van. The blue and gray ones belong in the hatchback. And the black and gray ones belong in the coupe. The completely blue seats are sedan. The yellow, bright yellow and red ones belong in the SUV. And the black ones go in the sports car. The truck has a bench seat. It's black and brown. You can do a limited amount of swapping the seats out for one vehicle to the next, but it depends on the configuration of seats. The hatchback only has 2 front seats. The coupe has 2 front seats and 2 back seats. The front seats of the coupe will fit the hatchback and vice versa, but the front seats of the hatchback will not fit the back seat slots for the coupe. But there is a little bit of, options. Doesn't all have to be, cookie cutter, the same exact thing. You be creative and try to make something unique. Aw, thank you, kitten. You brought me an axle. Is it a truck? Yeah, it's a truck axle. Truck parts, SUV parts, and sports car parts are kind of the most rare types. Okay, so we're going to move parts around and make sure there's nothing hiding under them. What happened? Oh, I locked up. The engine threw me. Yeah, that's all right. All right, Amp, you get some rest, sweetie. I know how those are. I've been fighting a migraine for the last 2 days myself. All right. See, there was a part hiding under there. An ignition switch. It's a coupe ignition. Cool. All right. Now, we're going to go and get some stuff from Tyler. And we're going to go buy some carrots from Big Dave. I try to stay out of traffic patterns whenever I can. All right. I need 3 battering rams, 3 of those, and I'll get 3 of those too, or 4. Doesn't matter. I can only carry 1 at a time, but I can put them in the trailer. And it's kind of a unique way to do it. Just get it up on the side of the trailer and press the right mouse button to drop it. As long as it makes it inside the trailer, it'll stay. And I will show you some secret areas to get truck and SUV parts. And you can pick up, you know, odd snacks and drinks and bottled water and or whatever. Okay. You don't have to buy these either, because you can get them to spawn in places. But it saves a bunch of time just buying some of them and taking them out and doing what I'm doing here. Okay. The house right next to us is a battering ram. I'll do one of those real quick. Give me another battering ram. Okay. I'll show you right here. And it is an SUV transmission. And parts will continue spawning here over the day and the time you play. And it'll be truck parts, and SUV parts, mostly. There'll also be furniture in here too. So you can get a ton of furniture free. That's what I'm saying, is you don't have to buy it. Now, if you want, you know, the high-end stuff, you go and you buy that. But if you don't really care what it is or how it looks, just buy, just pick anything up off the street and use it. Oops, see, that one didn't go all the way in. Now it is. All right. All right. Hi, Coco. How you doing? Hi, Luna. Hi, country lady. We've been missing you. I hope you are well. All right, we're gonna go and open up some doors. Rusty pipe. All right, now things will start spawning in there. There's Bro Dog. Come on, buddy, move. There's 2 eggs out there. Let's turn our lights on. Nope, it still don't work. Let's see if this is. It's a coop grill. Yay! Here's another little trick I learned. Turn the lights on and remove them from the car. And ah. It won't. Not going to do it for me. Nope. The lights are currently shining, but it's not from me. That was weird. It didn't work the way it was earlier. Earlier what happened was if you took the headlights off while they were turned on, they would stay on until you saved the game and exited. And what I was doing was setting up lights in work areas so I could see the parts around easier from a distance. Yeah, I know. I try to do everything the easy way, but make it more complicated at the same time. I like that bumper. I put it on my trucks, makes the truck look like it's from the 1960s. See, I'm squirreling again. Okay, no more squirreling. Let's go open up those other areas I wanted to show you. I can come back and get this stuff up after my stream ends, if I want to. Yeah, parts and you running over parts can cause issues, as they know. But eventually you're going to drag off of them if you don't blow up. There we go, yay! We made it somewhat. Alright. Do not enter plastic tree factory. What is all that stuff about? Yeah, that's alright. Here is one of the best doors to open when you get the first chance to do it. Go here. You need a battering ram. My light is blinding me. I can't see what I'm highlighting. Alright, battering ram. Charge! Boom. Oh, more vodka. Look at that. You can also do this door with a battering ram, because there's a spawn point right here. But that one is the better one to do first. And you get a truck engine for your trouble. But also you will get more spawns, just like the other location I've already shown you. There. We have a door yet? No, it's a driver's door. No seat. Passenger seat. Haha. Nope, I need a back driver's seat. Bah. There it is. And again, like I said, you can reach around the door. You don't have to reach through it. As long as you're at an angle, you're fine. Because if I come over here to try to take it out, I'm not hitting the seat, I'm hitting the door. I know, I keep going on and on about stuff, but that's all right. Okay, let's go and... Where's the other one I want to show? The tower and the garage behind the other street. All right. Getting a little traction. Okay, El Pappi is live. And my watch just beeped at me and said it's 2 minutes till. All right. This is what I basically want you to take away from this is there are areas where you can open up to get better parts. Get parts for cars, SUVs, trucks. You open up the white doors with battering rams. You open up the black doors with crowbars and the brown doors with rusty pipes. So that's it, buddy. And I should have a link to El Pappi's stream in my description because I'm not big enough yet to do forwards. So I want you guys to just have a great time. If you ever have any questions, find me on Discord or anywhere else and ask me. I won't have any problem helping you. And just thank Lord Fish and Queen Fish for all the hard work they've done in this game because it's a beautiful game. And I've been doing a little bit of help with them. They named the racetrack after me down there. I appreciate that. That was a huge honor. And you guys go over to El Pappi, and I'll see you over there. No, no, no. Ah. Okay.